My Boxycharm by Ipsy got here a little bit early this month, so I get to maybe show you guys some spoilers this time. And actually, you guys, this was a really good month. Yay Ipsy, yay Boxy. Hello my gorgeous ones, welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, monthly Boxycharm, Ipsy unboxings and reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, this is kind of impromptu. To be honest, I am filming this right before heading to my daughter's spring program, but I wasn't expecting to get my Boxycharm this early, and I wanted to get this up for you guys. So I did actually try all the products, so go me, got that in. And you guys, I'm really happy with this month. I think this was a solid month. So let me go ahead and show you guys what was in my personal box. And remember, I do get this in PR, so what I get may not be always what other people get because you get to choose. I don't get to choose. And a lot of times I don't love the selection, but this month was good. All right, so first up, let's go ahead and talk about what's on my cheeks. That is this blush from What's Up Beauty. I was really excited because I love this brand's eyeshadow palettes. I love the Dragon Eye palette so much. I've been wanting to try another product of theirs besides the eyeshadow formula. So this is the Rose Hippity Matte Liquid Blush. I think that's the shade name is Rose Hippity. No. It is in the shade Heirloom. Okay, this is like vegan, cruelty-free, all of the things. It's interesting that this is a matte blush because it comes out very kind of liquidy, like the first pump did. This was a little bit more solid. When I first squeezed it out, it looked very shiny, kind of thin, but then I thought the pigment was really great and it didn't really dry down at first, and I thought, I don't really know how matte this is, but it didn't really bother me. I can go either way. But now as it's set, I do have on a highlighter and a spray. That's why I'm shiny. I do think it dried down fairly matte, but not a very dry matte. Like even as I'm rubbing it in on my hand, you can see some shine to it. So it's one of those, it's not like greasy, it's not dewy, but I don't think it's like a dry matte, which I think is actually pretty nice. I think this color is very like neutrally pink, so I think it can go with a lot of things, as in it's not like super warm, super cool, so it can go with a lot. I think it's really pretty. I think it was a really nice get in a brand that we don't always see. I don't know that we've seen, maybe other people have gotten, I think the highlighter, the new highlighter or blush, powder blush or something, but it was new for me. The next thing that I have is this mascara. Also, by the way, you guys, no skincare. Hallelujah. No skincare. Yes, that is what I wanted to see personally. So that's another reason why my month is so good. I do have a body care item. Let's go ahead and talk about that actually before the mascara. So this is Dallas & James. This is their Watermelon Dream Saltwater Scrub with Cloudberry. Now, I know we got something else in this Watermelon Dream, and I wanted to say it was maybe like an eye cream or something, but this is a body scrub. I just used a tiny bit just to see. I will say this is a really dry one. Like a lot of times a body scrub will have kind of that like oil in with it, and it almost like becomes like this body wash paste, but this is just pretty much scrub. So it really does exfoliate. The scent is very, very subtle. It's almost like a rose watermelon, like a rose water watermelon, not super watermelon-y. I do think it's just so pretty. Like it's just, something about a light pink and black. I think it's just so visually appealing. I also really like their script, like their font that they use. I just think it's nice. That's like a little side note. So I was excited. I will take a body scrub over like some bogus skincare that I don't like any day. So this mascara is by Wonder Beauty, which we do see a lot. That is like a brand that's becoming like every single month, which is kind of old, but I do like this mascara. This is the Mile High Club Lengthen and Define Mascara, and this is an espresso. So I do have it on my lower lash line, and at first it took some building up. I was like, I see nothing on my lashes. A lot of times that happens with mascaras when you first use them. So I had to kind of keep dipping, and then once it kind of really got the bristles wet, then it did show up. I love a brush like this, a wand shape. It's my favorite because I wear falsies pretty much every day. So it's really about how it looks on my lower lash line. And this is just the preferred type of brush that I like for my lower lash. And I think it's a nice alternative to black. I really like it. So, and it did seem to, once it got kind of wet and coated, it didn't seem to transfer, but it seemed like it was separating and lengthening. So this is a good mascara. Then on the eyes, the palette is a Natasha Denona. Now, for me, to be honest, Natasha Denona has kind of become what used to be like this huge get, I feel like, in this like amazing brand. I feel like Natasha Denona now is just kind of like, it's like that old friend that you know that you'll have a good time together, but you're never going to be besties. Like when you see each other, you hang out, you kiki, you have fun, but like, they're not like your favorite friend. They're not your bestie. That's Natasha Denona for me. Like, it's not as exciting anymore, the brand. I just think it's kind of like a nice, solid, pretty formula, but nothing too exciting. This is the Hot Topic palette, like Hot Topic. So it's a taupe palette. Cute play on words. You have two mattes and shimmers. I will say, this light matte surprised me. I thought it was not going to show up, and it was deeper than I anticipated. Let me just do some swatches. I do like this kind of gunmetal alloyed shimmer in here. So it's pretty. Like, this is that other matte. It kind of turns out this darker taupe. That's what's in my crease. So I used every shade is on my eyes today. I think this type of color story is gorgeous with blue eyes. Everyone thinks I have I have green eyes, and it's always kind of awkward because I'll get comments like, that looks great with your blue eyes. And I'm like, thanks, but my eyes aren't blue. I don't ever say that. I just say thank you, but I have green eyes. So I think these colors are best suited for blue eyes, but I do think it's pretty. I do. It's like a nice everyday type of palette. Kind of gives like a smoky look without being as like harsh as like a black or deep gray. So I do think this was a really nice get to get though this month. And the last item is a lip gloss, Tower 28. Don't see them too often in Ipsy or Boxycharm, so that was kind of exciting. I love this formula. I have several of them, and then I was excited it was a shade I don't have. This is Pistachio, which I don't really understand. Like, why a pinky nude is pistachio, but okay. You guys, this is like one of the most just smooth, non-sticky, very like nourishing filling formulas, like not even remotely sticky. So I think it's really pretty. I think it goes really nicely with the blush and the eyeshadow palette. This is a month where I think all the products really work nicely together. The brown mascara kind of threw me off with the cooler tones of the eyeshadow, but I actually think that it works on. So that's it, you guys, though. Hey, yay, I get to be super positive this month. This was a great get. I think it is absolutely worth the money if you're paying for it. Good job. I hope everyone else loved their selection too. Let me know if you guys agree and think this was a good month. I thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.